Hello, hello. Hello, my lovelies. Good evening. We're gonna get into some chapter 4 here tonight. And I'm on time. Well, mostly on time. I'm about 5 minutes late. But I'm at least mostly on time. Ah! I would have been on a little bit earlier, but I would have been here a little bit more on time. But Tiny One decided that, didn't want to go to bed until more recently, or at least be a bit on the more quiet time. Also, I was finishing up like a quest in Final Fantasy before I hopped on to a stream and doing Danganronpa. I've been getting so absorbed in playing Final Fantasy lately. But tonight is not Final Fantasy night. Tonight is Danganronpa night. So, we're gonna go into the daily life. Actually, before we go in there, we're gonna go through the school store and go and see what prizes we can win. Oh. But I am going to pull up a list on the side here relating to these gifts because of the fact that I want to be able to give people the best gifts that I can. The other thing is that also depending on how quickly I finish this game, I mean, I'm only on chapter 4. There's still one more chapter after this to do. I'm gonna slowly increase the amount of Monokuma coins I'm using just because of the fact that I want to be able to keep the repeat score down a bit. Ooh, I got lucky. What am I getting? I probably got a bunch of repeats. But let's see what I get. I'm gonna like... That's the last 10. I think I'm gonna wind up doing 20 coins just at a time for now, just because of the fact that I want to keep the repeat score down as low as I can, but I don't want to blow through these coins too terribly fast, even though I get quite a bit from doing all the... Are you kidding me? That bucket would have unlocked a special cutscene in chapter 2. Do I want to go back and redo chapter 2 to get the cutscene right now? Not particularly. Maybe a different stream, I'll just go back and I'll do, like, special cutscenes, like secret things and all that, and, like, the school life portion of this game, because there is another portion of this game that is locked behind, completing the game. Like, Like, you need to actually finish the game in total, like, get through to the actual ending, and then it'll unlock, basically this, which is the school life, which will basically be your communal school life. And basically be able to talk to anybody and everybody, and then also unlock all of the abilities at some point too, I think. But let's continue with daily life. I think I was heading... Yeah, leave the area. So... what was I going to do here? Main area, dining hall is where I do want to go. Okay, good. Oh, Mukoto! Huh? Why do you sound so surprised? Sorry about that. It just... If you'd gotten here even a minute earlier, it would have cost me a few more minutes of my life. What? Why? Yoko, like, just left. Yoko? You know, Mukoto? When a guy and a girl go at it, it shortens the lives of the people who have to watch it happen, too. And since it's me saying it, you know it's true. Like, hurry up and make it better. Anyway, see you at breakfast. That's easy for him to say, but what am I supposed to do?
What do you want?
What do you want? Well, the breakfast meeting? You honestly expect me to go? Right. As long as I'm here. I should ask Byakuya what he made of the stuff Alter Ego told us. Actually, no, I'd better not. The surveillance camera will catch us for sure. So, well... he is gone. Of course he's gone. Byakuya never likes to listen to us at all. Morning, Hina. Morning! Hey, so yesterday you were kind of cool. Huh? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You know, when you said Alter Ego is your friend,
So,
I was thinking the same thing. But when stuff like that happens, I never know how to say what I'm
you
thinking.
got it.
So I'm really glad you said it for me. So thanks. You're welcome?
Yeah.
You're usually, like, totally normal. But when the time comes, bam! You bust out your special power. I mean, even before yesterday, when stuff comes up, it's like, you always do something about it. Even before yesterday? Are you talking about the Clash Trials and stuff? Oh, lordy. I mean, that stuff is just... it just kind of took care of itself, you know? It totally didn't. With your power and Sakura's and everyone else, I'm sure we'll get out of here. Yeah, I think you're right. I am, right? I am right. Alright. Now that we got that fighting spirit, let's go get some grub. She's right, even if the road is long, if we don't keep on moving forward, we'll never reach our goal. Stuff is about to happen, probably. As I entered dining hall, the first thing I saw was her. What are you staring at? Oh, Toko.
What's your problem?
What you think your eyes were brought just by looking at me? Fine, then don't look at me. I think he's just surprised to see you at the breakfast meeting is all. Indeed, it's been quite a while since you joined us. Yeah, what made you change your mind? Yakuya said he would like the girl to have some meat on her bones, so I'm gonna start eating. I'm gonna force it down into my stomach. I'm gonna eat till it drop. I refuse to lose. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, other than that, it looks like Kyoko is in here. Oh, she said she'd come by later. Later? Yeah, after you leave. It's not even trying to hide it anymore. I know I said she wanted you to show some backbone, but you didn't need to show her that much.
Just a second.
You're dirty, Makoto. Dirty. Present dirty of Dirtlandia. Hina, what do you think happened? You don't understand.
Just the worst.
You're the type who takes the stairs of love three steps at a time, aren't you? I'm telling you, it's not like that. Just shut up already, Hina. You've been running your filthy mouth like that all morning. Filthy? Me? Don't make me repeat myself. I'm filthy. It's no use denying it. We can also see how disgusting you are. Shut up! You and that lusty body of yours. Night after night, you go out for your illicit club meetings. Hey, knock it off! I can't deal with dirty stuff like that. Your midnight curricular activities. Holy fuck, can I not speak? Huh? Only put us in even more danger.
Please.
Just stop it. You'd like me to stop, wouldn't you? Your sweaty hands gripping the big fat truck too tight. Going for all that extra credit. Your screams are like the screech of a violated blackboard. What the fuck, Togo? Togo, what the... Okay. I might need to stop reading some of this because this is even getting into territory that's a little uncomfortable for me. Like, what the fuck, Togo? It's amazing. Indecent ideas are coming to me one after another. So would you rather have your black eye on the left or the right? Yes. Sorry.
Hey, come on.
Let's leave Toko alone. She's gotten a little funny from all her pent-up frustration.
No?
Anyway, you and Toko need makeup already, you know? Yeah, I know. And of course I want things to get better as soon as possible, but with everything that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about what I saw. Or anything, I need to talk to Sakura about it. Hi. Hi, Candace. Yeah. I'm in chapter 4. I have no idea what is going through Toko's head. That at least just... I have no idea. Don't hit me. Yeah. I'm not reading that out loud. Toko, what the fuck? Like, seriously, girl. Some things not everybody wants to know or needs to know. There are just some things that you should keep a little bit more behind closed doors. I think it's best if I stay far away from her. Yeah, like, Toko. I don't know. I can kind of assume what kind of fetish you have, but oh gods, girl. Keep yourself together in the public, please. Cheer up, man. It's not a big deal if a girl doesn't like you. Better than having one sue you, like I did. Jeez, Hero, you've lived a pretty brutal life. Hero's just a fucking idiot is what he is. He's a little dizzy. It seems I can't handle dirty stuff like that. Looks like Hina had an unexpected weakness. Aww, Hina is such a pure being. Sakura? What is it? Can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you. Now that Kyoko's dumped and Makoto's trying to win Sakura's heart? Are you in the heat, Makoto? Don't care who they are as long as they've got the right equipment.
Just the worst.
Watch out, Sakura. Makoto's transformed into a wild beast. Prime Minister Wild Beast of Beastopia. Okay! Hina! No! Gods! A lot of you. Why? This is turning into just sexual innuendo night, apparently. Like, gods. Jeez Louise. Why is this happening to me?
Well.
Can our talk wait till tomorrow? I'd like to get some rest today. For some reason, I've been feeling worn down these last few days. Huh? Are you sick? Did you get hurt? No, nothing serious. I've just had some minor aches and pains. Huh? Is that... It must be because of that battle. But it must be pretty bad if you have to go rest. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure a protein shake and some sleep will get me back on my feet.
You got it.
That's true. Protein is good for all kinds of stuff.
Hey.
You guys, like, worship protein. It's like your god or something.
Okay.
Makoto, I don't know what it is you want to talk to Sakura about, but save it till tomorrow. She's in pain. Yeah, I got it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You know?
Well, for now, let's see. I'm kind of nervous. Huh? How come?
What's your problem?
Because I don't usually eat in front of other people. Ever since I was a kid, I'd eat by myself.
What the heck?
What about your family?
Mhm.
Oh, well, yeah, I used to live with my dad, my mom, and my mom.
Huh?
You had two moms? What? That's just how things were. It's like a serious issue. Just let it go. You're asking for trouble getting involved with her more than you have to. How dare you speak to me with that disgusting mouth of yours? Stop saying stuff like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. If I don't, Kyoko will never show up. Pretty miserable situation, man. I scarfed down breakfast as fast as I could and immediately headed back to my room. I'll have to wait till tomorrow to confront Sakura about what I saw, but in a way, I'm kind of relieved. It takes a lot of courage to stand face to face with Sakura and Cruiser or something. Okay. So, this is where I get free time, and Yeah, that's Sakura, but I won't be able to talk to her because she won't come out for anything. I'm trying to think of where people are. I don't think Kyoko would talk to me. I could always go and talk to Hina. I don't know. I kind of would like to talk to Sakura before, like, spend some time with her, but ship breaks. Yeah, it's you.
I'm sorry.
But okay, we talk right now. I need to rest. Yeah. So yeah, I can't talk to her. Dang it. Let's see, let's see. So pretty much everybody is up on the 4th floor. Let's go there for now. Let's see, will Kyoko talk to me?
Anyway,
I'm busy, I don't have time to waste. Nope, Kyoko won't talk to me, so I guess I'm left with 4 options. Hina, Hiro, Byakuya, or Toko. Let's go talk to Hina. Fishing on him doesn't help. Smacking him doesn't help. What the heck is up with those things?
yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm talking about the metal plates covering all the windows. Ah, I know. We should try grabbing the top and yanking down on it. Should I talk to Hina for a while? Sure, let's spend some time with Hina. Wanna do some stretches with me? Woohoo! Followed Hina's lead and did some elaborate stretching. Hina and I grew a little closer. Yes, I will give her a present. Flotation donut. What? I can keep this, right? Right? Yay! Ultra stoked! Seeing Hina so happily... Seeing Hina so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. Something wrong, Hina? I've reached my limit.
Just a second.
I'm stuck in here, can't do any sports, can't do anything. I'm sick of it. I want to get out under the sun and do some laps. Run a marathon. I want to do some real sports. Hina, calm down, okay? I can't do anything in here. If I can't move around, I'm gonna die like a bunny rabbit. But I always heard rabbits die from loneliness.
That's terrible.
Whatever, I'm gonna die if I don't get some proper physical activity. Don't you think that's a little extreme? You think I'm kidding, don't you? But I seriously can't sit still, you know? Why else would I have joined 6 sports teams in school? 6?
That's right.
Yeah, track, basketball, softball, volleyball, tennis, and the big one. The big one. She got to her main sport, but ran out of... Jeez, I think it's gotta be swimming! Your main sport is swimming, right? Yeah, you got it. I don't even care what stroke it is. Just get me in a pool under the blue sky. But isn't it hard to do that in these sports, even for you?
Well,
If I can't move up, I'll just shrivel up and die. I need a challenge. More and more new stuff to try. A challenge?
I mean,
What I really love about sports isn't winning, you know? It's having to fight and struggle and give it all you've got to reach the top. It's that excitement, that fear that you might suffer a heartbreaking loss.
But
And you finally reach that goal, it's just lonely. It's lonely at the top, you know? I never really got into sports, so I couldn't really relate to what she was talking about. But I could tell that the reason Hina was so amazing was how hard she could fight and struggle. So that's why I want to push myself as hard as possible when it comes to swimming. I want to aim for the very highest mountaintop. Highest mountaintop? I'm talking about the gold medal, of course. Aim for the gold, even if it means I'm a super gold spaz. Did she just call herself? Okay, but if that's what you want, isn't that all the more reason? You have a goal, why are you standing around making excuses? Excuses?
just a second.
Hey, when did I ever make any excuses? Sure, maybe we're stuck in here right now with no way out, but if you really want to make an effort, shouldn't you try to see what you can do in here? That's a challenge. You just made an official challenge.
Yeah, totally.
But I think you're right. If I want to get that gold medal, I have to make every effort I can. I want to become a genius of effort. I bet Ian Thorpe said something like that. Yeah, I can't go around making excuses just because we're stuck in here. Alright, I think I'm gonna go do some push-ups in my room. Like, maybe around 1,000 or something. Almost before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. Recovered exactly as fast and strong as I would have expected. Hi, Psychotic! How are you? Once we were all done, I head back to my room for a little while. You're tired? It's 12:30 for you? Why I stream so late? Well, because it's only like 9, well, currently it's 9:30 for me. And the only reason I stream this late at night is just because of the fact that it's after Kiddo has gone to bed and everything. You stream a whole 12 hours after I start. Well, I mean, this is about the only time of day when little one is down and I can actually have a quieter time for me to stream. You started Persona 5 Strikers? I want to play that game so badly! Actually, I just got that game for my birthday back in June. My husband got it for me. I haven't touched it yet, but I really want to play it. Oh, it's fun so far? Ooh, can you tell me what kind... how is it so far? Like, and should I be playing Persona 5 Royale before I play Persona 5 Strikers, really? You've never finished Royale, so you're a little confused on a few characters? Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Actually, speaking of Persona games, I know that my husband was thinking, you don't know who Orange-Haired Girl or who Dress Girl is? Okay. I think I have a sneaking suspicion who you're talking about because of the fact that I originally started watching somebody play Persona 5 because I didn't think that I would actually get it. And now that I have it, I stopped where I was. And that was just before... I think that was just after the second one. In 5, you had just beaten Madarame's palace. Madarame. Oh, I'm trying to think of who that is now. God, the second one? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's been a while for me. Yeah, you get Yusuke. I probably mispronounced that again. I always mispronounce names. I have plenty of time. You enjoy the Warriors gameplay? Ooh, sounds like fun. Joker killing hundreds of enemies, yeah. Oh, psychotic. You missed it earlier here. Like, I was calling out Toko on her behavior earlier. God. Toko needs to keep some of her, You were watching a movie with your friends in Discord? Hey, that's no problem. You've got your own life. I'm not expecting people that, you know, watch me stream regularly to always be there right from the beginning, because sometimes you've got your own life. What movie were you watching, though? Nah, you're just a computer entity. What movie were you watching with your friends? You watched Crimson Peaks? I've not heard of that movie before. I probably have, I just don't remember it. I don't recognize it right now, but... Things got a little ghosty and very incesty in the end, but Loki was in it. Didn't realize it was R-rated until someone got their head bashed in. Yeah, that usually winds up being the thing, is that you don't realize what the rating is until you're like, oh. Well, that just happened. This probably has a high rating. Yeah, you clicked on it because of the Loki actor, Hiddleston. That's who plays Loki, if I remember correctly. God, there are so many actors that I've watched movies that they are in, like, tons of stuff. I want to say his name is Tom Hiddleston. I should get Dying Light. Is Dying... and we can collab stream the game? Oh, is Dying Light a scary game? Is it a scary game? Dying Light is like, imagine Mirror's Edge meets Dead Island. So parkour and bonking zombies with sticks and pipes. So kind of like Sunset Overdrive. It's fun so far? Okay. Has RPG elements? Okay. You level up and stuff? Okay. That might get put on my wish list for now, and... You launched off a zombie and turned around and drop-kicked the same zombie on the way down. That sounds like fun. I know that at the beginning of... It's also 4-player co-op. Okay. I know that at the beginning of either August or September, I will be putting a community goal up. And it'll be for October. Basically, it'll be if people raise enough points towards a community thing, I will wind up playing like are really, really... I'll play Corpse Party, is what it is. I will play Corpse Party on stream. This is scary. 2021 just started. I know, it's so crazy how fast the year's gone. Corpse Party isn't scary. Might not be scary for you. I get spooked easily. Play Outlast. I don't own Outlast though. Outlast 1 is scary. Yeah, but I don't... it's like $10 on Steam, I think. But that's what you got it for? First of all, depending, Canadian prices are usually more expensive. Second, that might have been a sale price. I don't know for sure, but that sounds like it might have been a sale price. You're also Canadian? You just live in America for reasons now? Ah. You're from Toronto? Ah. Yeah, Outlast is currently like $22.79. Southern America sucks. It's so hot. Right now I think it is it's just cooling off now, but at the highest today it was 31 degrees. Hi, Orange. You're from South America, Cat? Hey. No, like America yeah, the USA is what Psychotic is trying to say. Guess who just got a girl's contact details to the bar? Obviously you. And yeah, North Carolina, ugh. I mean, North Carolina, that's more like a dry, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's more of a dry heat, isn't it? I have no idea what temperature it is there, though. Like, currently it is like 23 degrees right now for me. North Carolina, that's humid? Okay. I don't know where... I'm horrible at fucking figuring out what state is where, okay? I only know that Washington is below me. New York is on the other side of the country. Florida's a weird shaped state. And California is along the same coast as me. Oh, and I know roughly where Texas is. Any other state, you got me lost. I don't know the United States map that well. I'm Canadian. I don't pay attention to the US map really, because I don't travel. Sorry. But I mean, like, here it got up to like 31, and like the humidity was at like 56%. And tomorrow is not gonna be any better. Tomorrow's gonna be also getting up to 31 with a humidity of 46%. Which just sucks. Ugh. Like, we barely have any kind of break. We're not getting any kind of break from this kind of weather until, like, next week. Where we're supposed to get rain. I really hope we get some, because, oh god, I could not stand this heat much longer. And I don't feel like just sitting here. I should go somewhere. Yeah, okay. So, I can't talk to Sakura. I can't talk to Kyoko. The only people I can talk to would be Hiro, Toko, Hina again, or Byakuya. So, my lovely viewers, who should I go talk to? Should I make this a poll? Cat Norris, so what they are talking about is they are talking about the United States of America. They're talking about the southern states for the most part, where it's really hot right now. I understand that you're actually from South America, which is the continent below us. And I'm very sorry that you don't understand English very well. I am mostly English. I am an English-speaking streamer in person. I don't actually. I am horrible at any other language. I've tried to pick up other languages. Okay. Orange, apparently you can speak Spanish, or at least some form of Spanish. God, I don't know what the hell you just said. I'm assuming you just said that Florida is basically looks like a dick or something. Literally, yeah. I'm gonna make this a question. I'm gonna make this a poll. Here, I'm gonna run a poll for a little bit here. Just to kind of maybe give me an idea as to who I should go talk to. So that's Byakuya. That's Hina. And Hiro and Toko are out in the main hallway. There are two other characters, but I can't talk to them. Because they don't like me right now. Okay, you're done. Well, I mean, if this makes it easier for Cat Norris to understand everything, then I have no problem, but I have no idea what you just said there, Orange, so. But it looks like I'm just... Does nobody else want to vote? I'm assuming no. I mean, I'll wait it out. But... You understand English? Oh, okay. Okay, thank God, because I don't think Google Translate would hold up for very long. Google Translate is horrible. But I think that better than it used to be. True to some degree. It's still not that great. It's still not that good. And yeah, it's slowly getting better. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna end the poll now just to move on for the most part. Ooh, what did I just do? No, not what I wanted to do. Okay. In 1 month, you get to go to the dentist finally? Hey! I've got a dental appointment in, like, September. I go twice a year for my routine checkups and all that. Hey, where's Toko? Toko! Where are you? No! You're not Toko, you're Genocide Jill right now. Yeah, fuck it. Your work starts covering you in September? Hey. That's awesome, at least. I'm just wondering if... there's a difference here. Yeah, you'll probably need an implant. Like, you need some form of dental surgery done? That sucks. One death getting pulled? Oh. That's not fun. I've had okay. What's up? You wanna go on a murder spree with me? Half of it's missing? Oh. Ah, that sucks. You want me to kill you or something? You're not even close to getting me heated up. Oh, yeah. And my husband just finished with the dentist today. He had to get a filling done because he had a cavity, and getting a night guard because apparently he grinds his teeth. Which does not surprise me. I know so many people that grind their teeth. That's why half the tooth's missing. What, because you grind your teeth or because you had a cavity? time cavity, yeah. Time I spent with the murderous fiend was almost valuable. Did I just get a little closer to Genocide Jack? Yes. Let's see if I forgot. 5 those. Give her a Snickers bar. She's not her when she's hungry. Not completely true. I mean, I could give her that, but that's not actually. Do I have a maiden's handbag? Yeah. Oh my, it's so wonderful. Can I lick it? Wait, what, Jill, wait, what? Why would you... I will never understand this. This is hot. The bros. Wait. Give her the ball. You get something that's nice, don't you just love to like it? Or is that just me? Genocide, I guess? And it is now nighttime, but oh god, it's like... She is crazy.
Attention! Attention! Please gather in the gym as soon as you possibly can. Quickly, 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 quickly!
What the hell is happening now? I think I know what's happening. I think I remember what's happening right now. I just... I'll just like teleport there. Hi, Nyakura. Welcome in. As you can tell, I'm working on Danganronpa Chapter 4 currently. Sakura. You're the last one. Everyone else is already inside. Aren't you gonna go in?
However,
I have a bad feeling about it. More than just a feeling, probably. Monokuma did call us all together after all. Sakura?
well then,
If something happens to me, Nina. Huh?
I'm sorry.
No, never mind. Who would ever believe in someone who doesn't believe in themselves? On chapter 4, it's sad. I know it's sad. It's... This is gonna be... And the thing is that I already dealt with heartbreak with a game that I was playing earlier today. Because another game kept pulling on my heartstrings. This game's gonna pull on my heartstrings even more, and I'm just... Why? Why do you do this? Everyone must have heard the announcement, and once we were all gathered at the gym, you watched the anime? Yeah, I actually remember watching the anime when it first came out. Well, not when it first came out. I remember watching the anime at one point, and it was very fast-paced. It began.
Well,
Okay, let's get this show on the road. You're about to give us your next motive presentation, aren't you?
That's right.
You got us all together to present another motive, right? Is he right?
huh?
We have to go through this again? No, not again. I can't take it anymore.
I see.
I'm impressed by your level of dismay. You finally see just how low on the totem pole of life you really are. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's not at all. We're not here to talk about motive.
Yay! I'm
The reason I gathered you all here is so that I could get rid of my grudge. Your grudge?
Why?
We have a grudge against you, of course, but I don't recall you ever having a grudge against us. I told you yesterday, didn't I? An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. Stop beating around the bush, just tell us what you're talking about. Well, Byakuya, I told everyone how one of you might be working as a spy for me, right?
Come on.
Yeah, so what about it?
In other words,
Well, today, I'd like to tell you about that spy. What?
hey,
So, guess what? The spy is actually Sakura Okami. He said it so openly. It made it sound like it wasn't that big a deal. Even though he just revealed a huge secret. What did you just say? He said the spy is Sakura.
what is this?
What are you talking about?
Liar!
There's no way Sakura's a spy. Right, Sakura? Sakura? And I might just make Sakura a little promise she made sometimes. And if she doesn't, I can't be responsible for what might happen to that hostage of mine. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. What you guys choose to do with that information is up to you. Roast her, boil her, kill her, don't kill her. Whatever.
Wait! I can't wait!
Either way, and wait. And just like that, he was gone. Finally, I understood what he'd been talking about. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. In other words, betrayal would be met with betrayal. So what does this mean? Is it true? Has Ogre really been spying on us with Mastermind? What are you saying? There's no way. But is what the stuffed animal said right?
Wrong! You're wrong!
Well, he's wrong. There's just no way. Well, Sakura, if he's wrong, all you have to do is tell us.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. What? Then he was being serious for serious? Ogre's been working for the Mastermind?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So you've been lying to us all this time?
Huh?
It's not true. Sakura was probably being controlled. There's gotta be some reason. She didn't have no choice. She was just forced to do it. Yeah, I'm sure Hina's right. Mastermind probably threatened her somehow, and Sakura had no choice but to do what she was told. What? You're talking like you know that for a fact. Because I do know it for a fact, because I saw it. I saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting, and that's why I heard it. Monokuma mentioned a hostage a second ago, right? And during their fight, I heard Sakura said she decided to fight against the Mastermind.
I see.
You saw all that. Mastermind took a hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? But in the end, you made up your mind to betray the Mastermind.
What?
Which means Sakura isn't our enemy. She's a friend who we can trust without question. Is that it? Ridiculous. Do you live in some sort of alternate reality fairy tale?
Not possible.
She was the Mastermind's tool. We absolutely cannot trust someone like that.
Impossible.
He's right. We can't just believe whatever she says now. How can we be sure she really did betray the Mastermind? Maybe this is a double bluff and she's still doing exactly what the Mastermind wants. Sakura would never do that. Okay then, Sakura, if you really cut ties with the Mastermind, tell us who they really are. Well,
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't. Even I don't know that.
What?
You don't know? That just makes you all the more suspicious.
Please.
She's telling the truth. You have to believe her.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Shut up. I'm not finished questioning her.
Come on.
Next question. What's this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do? I was told to kill one of my friends. It suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. Weight of those
I
words.
see.
You see, so even now you've taken aim on our lives.
Wrong. You're wrong.
You're wrong. I'm telling you, Sakura would never do that. You don't have to yell. We can you just fine. Don't you have an inside voice?
That's terrible.
It's because you're not listening to me.
Wait.
Please stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
However,
How do you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind. What? I'm going to challenge them. Even if it means we both go down, I will defeat them.
I'm sorry.
That is how I intend to take responsibility. Hold on. What do you mean if you both go... If you go both down? Wow! I did not realize that there was that big of a grammatical mistake in there. Oh my lord. I tried to read that the way that it's written. And then my brain automatically corrected it. And then I was like, wait. But that's not how it's written. If you go both down... I did not realize the grammatical mistakes in this game. I thought that they caught it a lot better than that. I was not expecting that.
Hina.
Hina, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this. What?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again.
Well,
But I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me. This is Sakura.
I'm sorry.
Sakura turned away from us and left the gym. And then... Now it's nighttime. Oh, is this one really short for the free time?
School announcement. It is now 10 p.m.
I think I'll have another day of free time. Go both down, timber. Oh my lord. Orange, no! Why? Gods, don't fucking break my brain even further than it already was with the broken grammatical errors in this game. Oh, gods, don't make my don't make my brain hurt. Don't.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited.
Oh, you can sit there and laugh all you like, Orange. Not hard to hurt it. Oh, Orange. Really? I swear to God, if I lived in the same goddamn side of the country as you, I would goddamn well smack you. God. You're a good friend of mine. I still want to smack you, though.
Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't
You would not? Hmm? What do you mean I would not? What do you mean I wouldn't? I would totally smack you. Just cuff you across the back of the head. Especially for a lot of the stupid shit you did. It's time. We should all go to
no
bed.
way.
Hold on. Let's hook. Oh. Oh. Pause. Hold on. This whole thing with Sakura is
Don't make me repeat myself.
over. She's our enemy. There's nothing more to discuss.
That's terrible.
No, Sakura is not our enemy. Why doesn't anyone understand her? What is it you think you understand? You don't even know who she really was.
What's this?
That's...
Calm down.
Let it go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything.
Why?
But
Anyway,
go to your room, cool down, and we can continue this discussion tomorrow. It was the worst. The mood at the end of the night was just worse. Being in such an awful mood. We were honestly glad the day was over. Sakura is the spy. She's the traitor. Byakuya said Sakura is the enemy, but he's wrong. She's not my enemy, she's my friend, without a doubt. What can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How? As long as you feel, there will always come a point where you wish you could do things differently. Even a baseball player in the major league. Even a soccer player touring Europe. Even a famous singer who started her career as a backup dancer on a sketch comedy show. She makes a brilliant debut, but instead of going for more, marries some third-rate actor and retires. Every human has regrets. There's things they like to go back
But
to
I
change.
Cause I'm a bear.
Thank you, Manakuma. I mean, yeah. Some of what Manakuma says is true.
It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time
Everybody
to rise and
regrets
shine.
something in their life. But it's learning how to live with your choices and not feeling that regret so strongly. I regret my exes and well, El Douche, yeah.
Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
Yeah. I'm worried about Sakura. I need to hurry up and get to the dining. Oh my god, my ex exactly like her. Oh god. Like I have well, as long as you notice that, oh, I've got this unhealthy type that I like, or this unhealthy type that I go for, if you recognize it now, you can, potentially break that habit. Once you recognize that there is, BRB, I need a drink. Oh, God. To forget them. God, I wish I could drink. Kyoko, good morning. And Kyoko doesn't want to talk to me. She's still ignoring me. She's really that mad at me, but actually it's not just Kyoko. Ever since Monokuma summoned us last night, the atmosphere around here has got really heavy. I can feel it looming over us. Weighing us down. Well, if nothing else, I need to patch things up with Kyoko as soon as possible. Actually, what I wish I could go do is just go out onto my balcony and have a toke. Since it's legal here. Makoto, are you okay? Huh? What do you mean? You were late. We were worried about you. What a dullard. Coco, Byakuya, what are you doing here?
what the heck?
They're taking refuge here. Refuge?
Such ignorance.
Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the mastermind's toll. Masterminds, are you talking about Sakura? That's when I finally noticed. The only one that wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Huh? Where is Sakura?
Stop talking.
All I know is, if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was as a safeguard against that threat. Threat?
What is this?
Why? Why do you hate her so
Naturally.
much? Isn't it obvious? Because this makes things unfair. Unfair. The game should be fair to all players. The existence of a spy for the mastermind upsets that balance. That's a stupid reason!
What did you say?
Stupid? This is a life or death game, is it not?
That's terrible.
It is stupid! You're a stupid idiot! Before you get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us?
What the heck?
They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye?
However,
I may be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing that fact was also meant to serve as the next motive the mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion, the hatred.
in other words,
In other words, this right here, fighting, the bickering, is the trap the mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, will you stand there and argue like children?
but
That's not what I'm trying to do, it's just... I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again? But you really can beat the mastermind like she said. They go a long way in my mind.
what are you saying?
Idiot, you'd really ask her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happens to her?
Interesting.
It wouldn't matter. What? If Sakura were to die, then there's one less person for the mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. Hold on, Byakuya. In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest. Oh!
What the hell?
Oh! You deserved that, you asshole! Like, seriously! You are such an asshole! It was only a matter of time before he got slapped. Realistically, if I was... I wish that I was in Hina's shoes right now, because I would like to slap him. If I was to be dropped in this game, the first person I would deck would be Byakuya. Turn around and tell him to stop being a pompous asshole and just fucking go and look in the books and see whether or not he can find anything. Like, stop being an ass.
You disgust me. You're a monster. To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die.
What?
I should have died?
Interesting.
Interesting. Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead. Try it if you dare. That's how it works here after all.
What is this?
You think I can't do it? Hina, calm down.
That's right.
This is exactly what the mastermind wants. And it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want. What's wrong? Lost your nerve? I'm leaving. I'll be in my room. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off. That stupid cow, how dare she? She should die 1,000 tests, no, 1,000,000. So she was just another hysterical little girl. Hardly worth my attention.
Just a second.
It's what other people call having feelings, Byakuya. And all you can do is mock them for it. What's wrong with that?
Hey,
Friendly word of warning. Someday that attitude is going to come back and bite you. Hard.
don't have time to play with you.
And I will happily elude its attempts. Yeah, no. How about we, eat? Or maybe now's not a good time. Without a word, each of us left the dining hall. We headed back to our rooms, one by one. So what should I do today? Okay, let's see where everybody is. Where is everybody? Everybody up on the 4th floor again? 3rd floor, 4th floor, Topo. Let's see if I can go talk to Sakura now.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure if I'm not sure I'm ready to open up just yet. Maybe if you create the right opportunity. Should I hang out with Sakura for a while?
I see.
Even if I don't feel like talking. He'll still stand by me. Still don't understand you, Photo. Okay. Without saying a word, I stood by Sakura. Sakura and I grew a little closer today. Yes. What would I like to give her? Let me look. I like to find what gift I should be giving. Have I got a God of War charm? I do. Hey. You really want to give me something so splendid? You know, I'm not quite sure why, but somehow you remind me of him.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, forget I said that. I'm just talking to myself. Anyway, I feel a little better now, thank you. Aww. Plenty of time. I don't feel like sitting here. Okay, let's see where everybody is now. Okay. So it looks like Byakuya's in the warehouse. Sakura and Hina are in the dining hall. Coco and Hiro are in that area. Maybe I should go talk. Maybe I should go see if I can talk to Kyoko now. Go away. She won't even look at me. I guess she doesn't even want to see my face. Lockers, I better not touch the laptop. Wow. So, she still doesn't want to talk to me. That does not surprise me, though.
sorry.
appreciate the thought that I'd like to be left alone right now. I need time for myself. I need to think. So that's one skill I haven't developed too much. Oh. You know what? F it. Let's see if I can find Jill. Is it gonna be Jill or Toko this time? It's Toko this time. We ever gonna get out of here? Not that I have much to look forward to. If I did get out. Sure, let's spend some time with
Your
Toko.
problem?
What more pity? Aren't you such a good person, showing me all this pity? I spent some time with Toko. Toko and I grew a little closer today. Sure, let's give Toko a gift. Everlasting bracelet. You can't forgive this. I'll never forgive you for being this nice to me. Seeing Toko's up. She's just standing there. Does she want something? Not saying anything. Maybe I should try to start a conversation. Toko? What? You want to talk to me? I can't stop. You said talk already. Okay, sure, but what should I say? So, what do you like to do in your spare time? Why do you want to know? I mean, you know, we're trapped here together, right? We're gonna be friends. It'd be nice to get to know each other. Huh? What'd you just say? After that part about being trapped, we're gonna be what? Not friends? What do you mean, we're friends? You think I'm stupid? You're trying to trick me. I've already been hurt once before. I'm not gonna let it happen again. You've been... What happened?
Anyway,
Come on, you don't really care about me. You don't want to know about me. Even I know that. No, that's not true. Fine, then tell me. Tell you what. You know why they call me the ultimate writing prodigy, right? Yeah, sure, you've won all kinds of literature prizes and stuff. Then tell me what I'm good at. Tell me what my genre specialty is. You really want to convince me you give a crap. You should at least know that. The genre that the ultimate writing prodigy specializes in is romance, if I remember correctly. It's romance, of course. Oh, you actually knew? Your biggest success was So Lingers the Ocean, right? Everyone says it's your masterpiece. The book was such a hit that fishermen shot to the top of all the hottest men pools, right? How did you know that? All that? It's the way you care about me. I'm telling you I do. I mean, we're friends, aren't we? I'm fine. Your straightforward nature blinded me. Toko ran off screaming like a banshee. Like, oh my lord, girl. Not really sure. Does she hate me now? Hey, Toko's report card has been updated, and I unlocked a skill vocabulary. Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. Oh! Excuse me, what?
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't
Let the
forget
bad folks by. Yes. Nighttime already. Tonight feels somehow uneasy, but still haven't settled things with Sakura. Everyone's in a terrible mood. I just hope nothing happens tonight. After I declined the offer to be on the ship, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back suggesting I should become a crab instead. How much can one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course, and she shot back. Okay, then how about to make you extra special, you can be a crab that walks sideways and backwards. But how is that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards, I want to go forward. I heard her annoyed sigh on the other end of the line. Then she said, you just don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard of the tale of the crab and the monkey? Of course I've heard of it. I know all about it. But so what? The crab beats the monkey, but it's just some legend. Hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time. Not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world. But the crab doesn't stand a chance, right? What I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do your market research, lady. Which is why I chose the always popular fair image.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m., and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
I need to do something about Sakura. I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time. Oh, what? Huh? Is that someone screaming? It came from the dining. Oh, lovely. Already? Oh my god, we got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Hero's fingers shook as he pointed.
Hina! Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her. Genocide Jill killed Hina!
Okay, first of all, she's not dead. No. She's not dead. Open your eyes. No way. She's dead. Why? What happened? Well, Togo and Hina, just all of a sudden they were yelling and then they knocked Pepper off the table and that led to a seize. Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? They might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire? Anyway, you totally non-adorable boys just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else I'll start cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long. Okay then, let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hero, help me. Sure thing. Please. What the fuck? Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it really was just a scratch. Still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. All thanks to me, you know. Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic. It just makes you sound even more awesome. What the hell happened? Man, I couldn't believe it. I was positive I was about to see someone's life come to an end. If I ever saw something like that, I'd never be able to sleep again, which would suck. I love sleep. Yeah, never mind the person who actually died, right? Hey, you know what the heck happened? We just got into a fight and I lost my temper and flew off the handle. Let me guess. The fight was about Sakura?
But
At first I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. She wouldn't let it go, so I just... Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
Serious?
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right?
sorry.
It's my own fault, but I just can't get anymore. Because she was saying all those terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was going to fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us. Yeah. Sakura! You're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal. Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me, it was Genocide Jill. It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault.
Damn.
It hurt Hina. Damn you. Leave me alone. But hurt her. What is this? What is this? I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch.
No forgiveness.
Unforgivable.
Can't forgive this.
Hero, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me. This is but a flesh wound, yeah. I don't hate you exactly.
Can't forgive
Why? Somebody save me! Hero nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. And to think, this man is older than the rest of his classmates. Hero is like 21. All these guys are 16. Well, actually, spoilers, but I know that they're... I know something about this. Yeah, but just a second later. What's going on? What's all this noise about? Kyoko's stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
It would seem.
I gather that something happened. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura. You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now. I'm drawing a line? Bye. Wait, Sakura! Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... Kyoko? Well, thank you for that follow, Input Fox. I hope you're enjoying this content. I am probably almost to the daily life portion of chapter 4. I want to say that daily life probably won't last much longer, meaning that I'll probably get into getting all of the depending on how fast I get through this tonight, might get a bunch of clues towards the trial tonight. I won't do the trial tonight just because of the fact that it would be way too late in the day to do that now. Well, way too late at night to do that. Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
That's fine. Huh?
Whew.
About that issue we discussed earlier, it doesn't matter. Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words,
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. Things like that.
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
What? Oh my god, Kyoko, what?
Because
Ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. If that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. Sorry.
that's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides,
And
I may have overreacted. Oh, Kyoko's blushing! Aww! I love it when Kyoko's blushing because she looks so cute! Sorry, Kyoko's one of my favorite characters. Part of that has to do with her whole entire, like... Her color palette is, like, mostly purples. So, it just... You've never played Danganronpa or watched anyone play it? You have the first Ultra Despair Girls manga, so you decide to see if people played it on Twitch and found me? Oh, well, I'm glad you found me. I'm currently in chapter 4, meaning that I'm one chapter away from finishing first game. I am still debating whether or not I'll play Ultra Despair Girls next, or if I'm just going to jump straight into number 2 after I'm done number 1. I might just do that just because of the fact that I also want to get into V3 fairly quickly, because V3 is some territory I've not been into yet. I have no idea how V3 will go. But Danganronpa 1 is wonderful. I love the characters, like, and each of them are so well done.
anyway,
It's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. But you've got the Ultra... So from what I'm reading here, you have the first... From what I'm understanding from your comment here, you have the first volume or of the Ultra Despair Girls manga, or... Because the Ultra Despair Girls kind of takes place after Danganronpa 1. It kind of takes place at the same time. Actually, no. It takes place right after, actually, Danganronpa 1. Just due to the fact that there is a character from Danganronpa 1 in Ultra Despair Girls. And, oh god. There will be a lot of shit hitting the fan here soon. Lots of shit hitting the fan. Blah. Okay, thank you. So... Yeah, you have the first volume book. There's shit into fantasy sticks. Discuss something... That issue we discussed doesn't matter anymore. I want to talk to you about something... Something else. What is it you want to talk to me about? Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Where?
so
Just come with me and you'll find out. I guess, but... Well then, shall we get going? With her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. I have a feeling that we are going straight to the bathhouse again. The bathroom. Well, not the bathroom. The bathing room. Walked ahead in silence, and in silence I chased her. Eventually we arrived. The dressing room? It says something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right, it has to do with Alter Ego. But you said we didn't need Alter Ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs Alter Ego. He has business with us. Huh? Alter Ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. Alter Ego wants to ask us something? Hello. Oh, so it's just the two of you? Yoko and Makoto? Yoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough? No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. What is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? What did you want to ask us? Oh, yeah, so... I'd like you to take me somewhere where you connect me to the school network.
What?
Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, why? Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here? Saying I finished my work? You only know some of the characters and don't even know how many games there are, but you had a random dream where you were chilling in your classroom and were watching a video of Kokichi babysitting? Okay. Yeah, there are, in total in the first game, there are 16 characters. There is Danganronpa 1, Trigger Happy Havoc, Ultra Despair Girls, then there's Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, and as far as I know, then there's Danganronpa V3. I don't remember what the remainder of the tag on that one is. I would have to look at my library, actually. 2 seconds here, I can pull it up. Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. And then there's 2 animes. There is the first anime that follows the first game, which is very rushed. In my opinion, the anime for the very first game is kind of rushed. It's like you don't get to know the characters very well. And then there's a second one that ties up the whole entire Hope's Peak Academy arc of the game. And that would be Danganronpa 3. There's Future Side, Despair Side, and then I think that the last episode is like called Hope Side or something like that. And as far as I know of Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony does not tie back to Hope's Peak from what I understood from like promotional stuff that was out before the game was released. I could be wrong though. I mean, it could throw me a doozy when I get to it. It actually is tied back to Danganronpa 1 and 2 in some way. For now, saying I finished my work. I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful to everyone.
I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would want, too. So, to help everyone else solve the mystery of this school, the only way I can help is if you connect me to this school's network.
But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
I'm gonna do
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid.
I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed. Too admirable. Too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
certainly.
When I talked to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko, to be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the Mastermind really will notice it.
Makoto.
But, let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the net.
Hey,
But, he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
now,
If you were in his place, would you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? You saw everyone else fighting and doing their best. You just looked the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend.
so,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I wanna believe in myself.
I want to be able to say, I know I can do
Leave
this.
it to me.
So please, let me try.
listen.
Besides, there's one place where the Mastermind might not notice.
That's
One
right.
place, remember? There's another place here where there's no surveillance camera. A room without a surveillance camera. Secret room. That's it. Secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall.
However,
Just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the Mastermind isn't monitoring the network somewhere. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the Mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over.
that's what
You're
we
right.
have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then,
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? I started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It tickles. Shh. Can't talk right now. I'm going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay?
Understood. Your command has been implemented.
Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there.
However,
Assuming the Mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for
it's
ourselves.
true.
The characters you know are Kukichi, Ibuki, Nagito, Makoto, Toko, Junko, Mikan, Kyoko, Tanaka, Naegi, then of course Monokuma, Shiuchi, and Chiaki. Sorry if I'm talking too much or disturbing your gameplay. Oh, no, 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 no. I have no problem with that. Kokichi. I'm trying to remember who that is. I know who Ibuki is. I know who Nagito is. Those two show up in Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Makoto is in this game. That's Makoto Naegi. Toko is in this game as well. That would be the one that turns into Genocide Jill, Genocide Jack, however the fuck they want to call her. Kyoko, obviously Kyoko Kirigiri, who is standing right in front of me right now. Junko. I won't say too much on Junko just because there is some spoilers around her in this game. Monokuma. Yeah, I know who he is. Mikan. Mikan is also another one that shows up in Danganronpa 2. And I'm pretty sure Tanaka and Naegi also show up in number 2. Same with Chiaki. Chiaki is actually my favorite character from Danganronpa 2. Mostly because she's a cute character, but also she's like ultimate gamer, I think is what her ultimate is. Sorry, I'm now trying to think of who Kokichi is. Oh, Kokichi is from Danganronpa V3. Okay. So I don't know who he is really, other than by Naegi you meant Kumaru? Oh, okay. Yeah, Naegi is Naegi is the yes, sorry. I butchered that. My brain went for something else with relating to Naegi because the fact that there is a character that has got a name that basically is what is that word? I know. Okay. So Maru is Makoto's sister, right? Yes. So Makoto and Komaru are brother and sister. Nagito is the one that I was thinking of. Nagito is the one that is... His name is actually an anagram of Makoto's name. The full name for both of them. Because I think Nagito is Nagito Komaeda, I want to say. Maeda, yeah. And his name is an anagram of Makoto Naegi's name. No, not his name. Who is his name? Oh, yeah, no. His name is a anagram for I am Makoto Naegi. Mostly just because of the fact that that's the way that Japanese works, is that it would be Naegi Makoto. Let me pull that back up here. Naegi Makoto da. Yeah. Yeah, Tanaka is also from number 2. He is actually a fairly cool character. Okay, Shiuchi is another one from V3. So I don't know who Shuichi and Kokichi are, just because they are from V3, but I do know who Ibuki, Nagito, Makoto, Toko, Junko, Mikan, Kyoko, Tanaka, and Naegi, Monokuma, and Chiaki are. Yeah. I know everybody else except the two that I mentioned earlier. Kokichi and Shiuchi, I don't know who they are, really, because they are from V3. I have not played that game yet. But yes, I don't know why my brain was screwy there for a moment when I read Naegi. Because Makoto's last name is Naegi. Agreed, let's head to the secret room. But yeah, oh, chicklets. I can't remember which floor, what bathroom it was again. Your favorite character you would say is Ibuki Miyoda? Because you like her design and you like music a lot? Yeah, Ibuki's design is really well done. And Ibuki is definitely a really good character as well. Yeah, up there that one go.
Hey,
Hey, Makoto. Sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again.
listen
What?
to me.
Just hurry up and go. Make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She's so forceful, I thought it made her mad against
Just
him.
a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Hey, okay, I'm going.
So then,
And be thorough. Counting on you. Yeah, Ibuki is definitely also another good character. First, we have to find a network cable. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it. This is a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. Immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
Yeah, I think it worked. Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. Please just wait a little while longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me.
As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us as friends.
Friends? Even me? Thank you. Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Went okay, but all the documents were gone. Just like I told you. My replay was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. There's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore, that much was for sure. Kyoko! Yes? So we're just gonna
Why is
split up?
that?
Of course. I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Oh. Might start watching the anime you've always wanted to, but don't know where to... No, don't know where you can watch it. Depending on where you live also winds up affecting that too. I mean, some people have put it up on YouTube, but if you were wanting if you were wanting a more legal way, America, okay, I'm in Canada, so some things are slightly different. As far as I know of, the only real legal way of watching it is on Funimation's website. So I would double check there. Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube too, from what I've seen. I think actually they've got it on YouTube on the Funimation YouTube as well, probably. And actually, you can also watch Danganronpa 3 anime, which comes after, basically, Danganronpa 3, the anime winds up doing a blend. It's got... Oh... I'm trying to remember... the end of Hope's Peak High School. It's only episode 3 cannot be found. Ah, okay. Yeah, when it comes to the other anime, which is Danganronpa 3, The End of Hope's Peak High School, there's 24 episodes in total with that one. And 12 of them are dedicated to the future arc, 11 are dedicated to the despair arc, and then there's one episode of hope. And basically, it's to tie off everything to deal with Hope's Peak Academy. And it goes back and forth from what happens after Danganronpa 2 and what happens before Danganronpa 1 even starts. So it can be a little bit jarring and confusing at points when you're watching that anime. I actually watched Danganronpa 3, The End of Hope's Peak High School when... Yeah, there's also a 2.5 OVA episode, yeah. Yeah, I think that takes place before all of the Hope's Peak and... before all of the, 3, anime takes off. Trying to think of where that one fit again. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while. 2.5 is before 3, but after 2. Yeah. And when it comes to Danganronpa 3, it was really... I watched that as episodes were coming out, actually, because the fact that I actually had the time to watch the episodes when they originally first came out, and they were being both subbed and dubbed at the same time, so we were getting, like, dubbed episodes right away with the subbed episodes, so people that prefer to, like, be able to just listen to the voices and see the action are able to follow along with the story better versus the ones that actually like to hear the Japanese voice actors with the English subtitles. To some degree, I prefer dubs a little bit more myself. Some dubs are bad and I will go looking for the sub, but I don't discriminate over it because of the fact that I prefer to just watch whatever is the most enjoyable for me. If you find more enjoyment watching dubs, go watch dubs. If you find more enjoyment watching subs, go watch subs. It's all about what you find most enjoyable. But yeah. But I'm hoping that maybe by the end of tonight I will get through chapter 4. Maybe we'll get to just before the trial, and if we get to like pre-trial prep tonight. Holy carp, I cannot speak English it seems right now. What? If I get to the pre-trial prep tonight, then I will wind up doing the trial tomorrow night. Guaranteed. That's what I normally do whenever I've got, like, very big, like, especially one that's going to be, like, a long stream. That is going to be a long stream. And then after that, I might, after the trial, depending on how long it takes, I might take a break for the rest of the night, or I wind up, I wind up going and playing something a little bit more chill afterwards, just to kind of decompress from the story a little bit. But anyways, let's get back into this and let's see how the rest of this story goes. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct? Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you gonna do about Sakura? Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
The way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. What should we?
so
If we can find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. Which is why alter ego. All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kind of tired, so I laid down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving alter ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, yeah, this is where it winds up getting close to like nighttime probably. I'd completely dozed off. Somebody rings my doorbell. Huh? Sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. I can't remember who would be at my door right now.
Makoto.
Toto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on? Hina just came to see me, and she was white as a ghost. Sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart stopped to beat a little faster. Suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. What I plan to do is, like, after every class trial, to watch the anime for that chapter on stream. Okay. Okay, Hina, what have you got to say? Makoto, Kyoko! Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door and I hurried to look inside, and when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey,
What's going on? Something happened to her? I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking. I tried calling her name. But she wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Ray.
First of all, we need to get into that room. The door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said
Mom,
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why?
seems
Feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair.
in other words,
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. then there's no problem if we break in. Smash the window, that should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. Here's an idea. Just take your fucking hoodie off, wrap it around your hand, and punch the window. I mean, that would be the fastest way. Would it hurt? Potentially, but there's a reason why I told you to wrap the hoodie around your hand. I guess the better way to do it would be to take a mallet to the window, though. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure... Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence, but that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please hurry! Okay, you two, stand back. Took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just push on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, the moment I laid my hand on her. All I felt was cold death. Oh. This hurts. This actually kind of hurts. I did like Sakura. Sakura was a good character. Oh. I hate that this happens. Feel only the last lingering warmth of the living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body, and then...
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Danganronpa. Huh? Sakura's dead?
Dead?
She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking. My eyes stared steadily forward. But it wouldn't look on. Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. Happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead, checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. Shaky legs, Hina left the record. And why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. After I don't know how long. I cut everyone. Ogre.
Yes, yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura has been killed. I see. As soon as they arrive, Kyoko
Just a
begins.
second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this
Your
room.
fault.
It was one of you! Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, one of you killed Sakura! Who?
What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything! Because you hated her! You hated the sight of her!
Forgive you.
One of you did it! I know it! You... Wait.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Jeez. I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What are you doing here?
Come on.
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the
That's right.
file.
That's right. And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina.
Oh, you're gonna ruin that new little face of yours. Oh, I heard this class trial is the most confusing one. Have fun. It definitely can be confusing. The thing is that it's fairly obvious to see what it is. It's just getting the correct answers in the trial is what it's gonna be for me. And doing the goddamn bullet time hell. Oh god. Especially since I have to reload bullets in that. I don't look forward to the trial. Oh god, why did I do this to myself? I put it on mean. I put it on mean for both difficulties, and I hate myself. Obviously.
Now then, with that,
Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Huh?
Sakura wanted to challenge the Mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again and then...
Words.
Then I killed her?
Hmm?
Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to the most regrettable end without even getting a chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. And even for someone like me, it wouldn't have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blanket is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one?
Oopsie. Before you get all pissy-potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
Forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the Mastermind, after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. Next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina, I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
Fine.
Okay, then Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order.
Fine.
Fine. I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on! Before that, there's something I want to say. Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you were allowed to step foot in the crime scene. What?
It's your fault.
One of you killed Sakura.
Forgive
Won't let someone like that come anywhere near her. Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise? I won't ask you to let us in, just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway. Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro? Do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
It's decided. Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina. But you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally. Who would want to touch a filthy dead body? That's enough in fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. We can't uncover Sakura's killer.
Listen to me.
All of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. Not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to. It's kind of a hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. I checked the Monokuma file before anything else. Time of death is estimated to be around noon. Body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. It's truth bullets. I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
So,
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right? In other words, this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever, but could it really happen in real life and right before our very eyes like this? Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. First type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving locking the room. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that was what it was, right? Second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. Push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
In this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that with
it's true.
close. Third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's open. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible,
it's
maybe?
true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all.
In other words,
Locked room, by that I mean there's actually an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. You think we can cross that one off too? I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities, and Kyoko, which of the 4 choices seems most likely in this case? That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial, but right now I can't really say. Let's see. Why the killer set up the locked room. Till I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. Definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as possible. For Sakura, if nothing else. Looks like some kind of wrapper. That's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. You gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. Made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. Really like them that much? But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. And now they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Glass is all red, and they're the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor. There's something else on the ground near the glass. The figure fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor. Should look at that. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Inside each bottle, there is some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how'd they get those figures inside the bottles.
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh, yeah. Maybe I have.
In other words,
So this is a Monokuma version of this. Monokuma bottle. Hey, that's been added to my book. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. Monokuma bottles sitting on the shelf. Monokuma figure we found on the ground. Red shards of glass which probably started out as a bottle, which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with Monokuma bottle, right? Shards of glass in the Monokuma figure are evidence of that, so I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Now the locker's open, and on the inside, a handprint.
why?
What's a handprint doing here? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust. It looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding in here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hidden here until the locker room was open, don't you think? During all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group?
Wrong.
Fortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not? Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then what does this handprint do? Yes, that's been added. Okay. That same show. Yeah. There's blood stain in the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Sakura drew her last breath sitting somewhat forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of blows to the head. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she also vomited blood. I can see the trace of blood on her lips for sure. And what would cause her to vomit blood? Specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Yes, maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start complaining blood. Not a chance. Yeah, but yeah. However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting? Yes, it's interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. It does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance room.
So,
Looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein, and she mentioned more than once about how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. Still, this protein can. But got a label on it saying Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
That's strange. Well, what is... You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. And they must be parts of the window I broke to the inside. They aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So,
Can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. Yeah, like somebody moved it? Important clue? I'm not sure. See how? Empty protein. Chair that was in the way. Shoved it against doorknob so we can get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
Forgive you.
It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Oh, you're like on of course you're a cat. So, my fat ass cat has decided that he wants to lay on top of my headset cord. Headset. A little bit hard to hold up right now. Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know from where? Right here in the rec room. What? After we went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Eventually, she went off on her own. When I saw her again after that, she told me... She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. Noon? Said she died right around that time, yeah. Telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura, and I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force, even this never would have happened. Hina, impossible not to have regrets, I know. His account, but the fact that she'd asked those three to meet with her. She asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. That'd be a good idea. It might be good to confirm what I just heard three of them directly.
however,
Sakura to have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a
it's
fight.
true.
She certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? Must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to ask you. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec? I found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said, risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her. Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. The RPS says he didn't go to see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
You're all finished. Please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. I still want to strangle the Akuya. Door is the only way in or out of the rec room. Door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only noticeable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when it broke it to get inside. No evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the door knob from turning and the door from opening. There was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that, so the killer must have created the locked room from the inside, not from the outside.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished up with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so for the most part.
So then,
I should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't
listen
leave.
to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. She's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Okay. Those other 2 probably went back to their room. Okay, let's talk to Toko first. Press the doorbell. Here a few seconds.
Who's there?
Most negative aura I've ever felt. Aura of total decay.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good
Hey,
mood.
I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something. I want to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. Oh?
Well,
I don't even know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me that she'd asked to meet with him. She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said too, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit it. I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. That Toko quickly retreated into her room. Can you go inside Sakura room? Aww. Too bad. I'm pretty sure I know that you're not going to. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds... What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How did you know about that? Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura. No way! I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious. The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt. I took her to the nurse's office. I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, can you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. He was feeling around in his pocket. Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. Big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pocket. When he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Kira's pocket. Huh? Quick as the wind, Hero snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I did not read that. Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Waiting for a reply, Hero quickly slipped back into his room. Hero said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hero. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about that protein can we found on the floor in the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem. So where should I start? No, I wanted this map. And lab. Okay. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. Excuse me? I'm sorry, but excuse me, asshole? This isn't my first time seeing this shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. Should probably take a closer look at it. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant. More importantly right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Let's see, what's on the shelf? All kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. Protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number, so I guess I consider this part of the shelving under section A. Huh? But wait. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Someone have put it here on accident? And this shelf is one look here and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These looks like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number, so I guess I consider this part of the shelving under section C. And then section B. Stuff is, it looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? Words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suit you well. Didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B9 and B and a number, so I guess this part of shelving is B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. Try to find out more about the shelving. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A, Section B, and Section C as lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. What concerns me is that in Section A there is a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? Definitely something going on here. And footprints. They're only for the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. Well, let's go. Chop, chop. Hey. So I got to work, and before long I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It's clear that whoever left these footprints only had business in the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
Certainly possible.
Photo, are they yours? No. Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. Didn't think of a reason not to, so quietly did what Pialpia said. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. Fortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately, how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. These prints are really valuable. So, to lay out the footprints. This straight there. Prints are really clear, so it shouldn't be too hard to figure out whose they are. Okay. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chemistry forward. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled. That's right. But it could have only been around the time of the incident. That really is when it happened. It must have been related to the case somehow.
So in
There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. Better not leave a print. Probably take a good hard look at the powder. A bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. So the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled C4. Looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Yeah. According to Byakuya, the powder would had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Already taking a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the record. Makoto, how's your investigation going? Tokyo and what Toko and the hero told
I
me.
see.
So along with the Akuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her, but it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway,
Well, I made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf magazines, and Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Shards of glass. But you found a new clue, something new, something new.
hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, you're sure to find it. They're all chess pieces. Correlation, Yoko, can't you just tell me what it is? I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer. I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree.
hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
anyway.
You gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle. Try to get the smaller pieces too. Are you sure okay in this with the
That
crime,
doesn't
something like that?
matter.
We've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine, and that obnoxious Byakuya's not here,
So
so...
then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. Thank Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. Just as I finished up, sorry to keep you
so
waiting.
then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment
in
are we
other
doing?
words,
Got a scale from the chem lab. We're gonna use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? Pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. Since when we're done.
listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the two of the normal Monokuma bottles.
In other
Balance,
words,
which means that each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. Monokuma figures inside are basically the same and nothing else could really affect the
so
weight.
then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on the one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. Did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here
so
and there.
then,
Okay, then let's give it a try. Oh. Broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The results of our experiments and the correlation between each of the bottles, put it all together. I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. What do you think? It's all on you. Let's look at those bottles. Something new, something new.
hey,
Oh, are you kidding me? Really? You're not actually gonna let me say anything about it more than this?
so...
Oh,
Indeed.
F you, game. Really? There's a blood stain in front of the magazine. You can almost from the Sakura's blood, but why is it so far away?
Just a second.
Staring off into space isn't gonna help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but do you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. The kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times... I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind. More importantly, look here. Her shoes. You see the yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
let's see.
Powder is clue number 1.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head.
It's
Look
true.
carefully. Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just
would
explain.
seem-
Here that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more. Interesting
Correct.
thing. Both of her hands are spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either
It's
one.
true.
That's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off.
So,
Empty.
hey,
Scattered, yeah.
so,
Yeah, okay. Have you got anything
other
else to say?
words-
The results of our experiment correlation put it all together. I believe you arrived
hey,
in space. So do you think it's all on you? The experiment showed these bottles all have something in common. Apparently important secret hidden there. Yeah, they are all chess pieces.
I won't for just the work.
Eh. Yuko said the magazine shelf was hiding clues in magazine. Oh, this magazine's upside down. Someone put it back that way on accident? Something catches your eye. It's important for you to explore that detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. Picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is on one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word had been written in bold, bloody letters, and it said Toko. Could this be a dying message? Then it would appear you found it. Toko, is this
so,
indeed a dying message? Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message?
however,
Just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. Made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh my. Hi, Jade! Welcome in! What were you playing tonight? Hi, you're rating me tonight. Hi! 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 How are you tonight? What were you playing? You co-opt AC Assassin's Creed Unity? Ah, okay. Jan, have you been lurking this whole time? Thank you for shouting out Cameron for me. Thank you. First time it was very weird. Oh yeah. Well, when you do anything for the first time, especially with a game that is, usually single player and then it's got a multiplayer option, very unique thing to do. But as long as you had fun with it, that's all that matters. As you can tell, Cameron, I'm in the middle of examining the dead body and everything. Sakura is now dead. It hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's a killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? we can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but yeah, I know. I know. Just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Magazine dying message. Okay. Oh. I did not think that that was the end of it. I thought that there was more clues. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to... I mean, yeah, of course, best girl. Yes, Sakura. I feel so bad.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Okay, I know your rules. I'm limited in my reactions.
See
My
you
rules.
soon.
Oh, about the spoilers. When it comes to this one, I already know. This game, I don't have my spoiler tag on. Most of the games that I wind up, saying no spoilers for is just, I usually try to remember to put my spoiler tag on. Sometimes I forget. Like with Final Fantasy, the one night I forgot to turn my spoiler tag on. Story time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen to Clive's trap. At this point, the spoiler has already been revealed, so whatever, yeah. Yeah. Well, I already know that, this locked room murder is really not actually a murder. Monokuma made his announcement, everyone began to meet up. Then... the ultimate martial artist! A locked room mystery! I mean, chairs don't move themselves. Yeah. What the... Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons. No matter what Hero thinks. Yeah. Hero's a little dumb. But, Monokuma, what is with the emoticons? What? Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. XD. Ah. Wait here. Wait, what? Wait, what? 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 He's 30% right all the time. Every time. Yeah. This is just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative. Just facts, yeah.
yes, indeed.
For example, you have 100 friends. He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait. I can't.
Now then, please get on the elevator. I kind of made the face that goes with that goddamn emoticon. I kind of made the face that went with that with the emote that he did at the end there. I'm just like, oh god. I'll see you all day. Oh, come on. They could have been a little bit more creative and put a table. Put a table in there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. Killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. That person is here. That person is one of us. Okay, before we go down, say it before and I'll say it again. It wasn't me. Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you? Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, it felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. Climbed into our steel prison in total silence. I meant to click on Byakuya, but oh well. I guess I don't get to talk to Byakuya. We watched the doors close, and I felt to begin its sinister descent. And the elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It felt lower and lower, and as suddenly as always. Yeah, the ride was over. Doors opened once again. Just the city, huh? Yeah. That's so few. You must be so lovely. You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one last classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Now then, we'll be ready to begin. You know the drill. Find yourself.
Glares at Mikado. So the curtain opened for the 4th time. Yes, I'm not reading all of this again. I am fucking done reading a deadly this, deadly that, a deadly fucking shit. Okay, I am actually going to take just a moment here. I'll be right back. I just need to get up. I promise you I'll be back. Okay, what is this about Yuri? Wait, what? Cameron, what are you going on about now? What are you going on about? What is... Thank you, Nyan. But... here's the thing. She has a poetic nature, that's all. Okay. Here's the thing. I normally don't end stream here. Normally I don't end this early because of the fact that, you know, usually I go in for at least a full 4 hours. Thing is that I know that the trial is going to be a long thing, and I rather do the trial as its own stream because I prefer to keep it intact. I don't like to break it up over multiple streams unless I absolutely have to, which I haven't have to do that yet. I have a feeling that with the fifth chapter that I might need to do that, depending on how that goes. But you have to sleep because you have to wake up in 4 hours anyways, so you feel, yeah. Well, I hope you have a good sleep. I am actually going to check something real quick here. Because. Sweet dreams myself, yeah. Sorry. Uno moment. I'm just going to... Okay, I've got that. Who is this? I don't recognize you. How did I find this person? Who is... Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I found this one person because I'm thinking of rating somebody. But I'm trying to figure out how I know them. I'm gonna put myself actually on my ending soon page because I am at... Whoa. That should not have moved. Why was any of that unlocked? Ah. I'm gonna try and figure out how I know this person. Somebody that... Okay, not there. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, no problem. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how I know this one person. Because... I don't recognize... I don't recognize who this actually is. And I'm trying to think of how I found this person. I have no idea who this person is, but I'm just gonna go check and see if this other person that I do follow, that I do know who they are at the very least, if they are ending soon or not. So you might wind up hearing my audio, my desktop audio cut out here for a moment. Of course, I get an ad. Of course. Give me just a moment just to figure out if they're ending here. Let's... Because they're playing a fairly new game that's in... I think that this person is at least still alive, and they are going to be hopefully alive for a little longer. Okay. I think I finally figured out who we're gonna go raid. I'm just gonna... So, I'm actually going to end my game here. I'm gonna pull my Twitch over to the other side here. I didn't have any redeems for the night, so we're gonna go and give my friend Mike from Because Why Not some love. He is currently playing New World, the beta for the new MMO, so I thought, yeah, let's go give him some love. And then maybe figure out who that other person is on my streaming list. But for now, let's go give him some love.